Hey YouTube, this is Iron Knuckle 229 or 94, and today will be an upload spree. This is like one video out of 3. The other 2 will be my Yu-Gi-Oh binders, the rare, super rare, ultra rare, secret rare binders, that kind of stuff. So look forward to that. But for this first video, I'm going to be showing off my deck recipe for my Wattastic deck. I really like the Watt cards. You know, I don't really see too many people using them too much, but you know, they're probably kind of weak, but there are cards to boost that. They have good spell and trap cards, that kind of stuff. So I'll walk you through it. I'll try to explain the best I can. And if I can't, I'm sorry, I suck. But other than that, let's get started. Alright, Watt Woodpecker. They're all thunder monsters pretty much. So this card can attack twice during each battle phase. Any monster this card battles with this card cannot change its battle position. This is an okay card. I mean, it can attack all monsters, not all monsters, just twice. What am I saying? But you know, it's good for the synchros later in this deck. So I recommend 1 or 2 or 3. I guess I did 3, but I really like Watt Woodpecker a lot. So next is Watt Fox. This is the first tuner for the Watts. It's a 2-star tuner, Thunder. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, your opponent cannot special summon a monster or activate spell, trap cards, or effect or monster effect cards for the rest of the turn. So basically, your opponent will have a main phase too, but they just can't activate anything or flip summon to have like a flip effect or activate their monster effect, that kind of stuff. So I like this tuner a lot. It works. So I recommend 2 of those guys. Next we have Watt Pheasant. Alright, this card can attack your opponent directly. Now this is the main part of the deck. These guys can attack directly. Well, if you have cards, or like this card can already attack directly, which is pretty awesome. It's actually a 4-star this time. So this card can attack your opponent directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, select one face-up monster on the field and remove it from play until the end phase of this turn. I will show you a really good strategy you can use with a trap card with this card later on. So I recommend 2 of these Watt Pheasants. I'll put these aside and I'll show you the awesome combo you can do with it. So Watmer. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, they cannot conduct their battle phase during their next turn. Great card. Basically, you know, it's a great staller card for these Watt decks. Usually half your monsters are weak, or if you don't have anything you can put out, I would recommend putting this guy face down, and it'll buy you a couple turns. So I recommend 2. Next we have Watt Beta. This is another tuner, 2-star tuner like Watt Fox. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, your opponent discards 1 card of their choice. It's not 1 random card, they just discard 1 random card they don't need. If you're facing a Dark World deck and you use this effect, God help you. But alright, so yeah, that's Watt Beta for you. I recommend 2. Good for tuning for the later guys. Watt Dragonfly. This is one of the better cards. It's a 2-star. It's not a tuner though. If this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, either by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 Watt monster from your deck. It's another good staller. If you need a tune, that'd be great. I recommend 2 or 3. I just did 2. Watt Kiwi. Alright, here's another tuner, but this time it's 3-star tuner instead of 2-star tuner. Watt monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle while they are attacking. I don't really see what you could do with that. I might just be missing something. Like, you control cannot be destroyed by battle while they are attacking. Well, like, I think it could be useful. I mean, if they're attacked, can't they be destroyed by battle? Like, if you have like a synchro and it's attacked, and you have this guy out, will your synchro not be able to get destroyed by battle, or is that just when they attack? When your synchro attacks, not when they choose your synchro as the attack target. I don't know. Either way, it's a 3-star tuner, so moving on. Enough of that. Next, Watt Mold. This acts like a Sasuke Samurai, but it has 0 attack and 100 defense. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. If this card attacks a face-down defense position monster, you can destroy that monster immediately with this card's effect without flipping it face up or applying damage calculation. Good card. Especially when your opponent has like 2 face downs. Wow. Just awesome. 2 of those. Honest. Here's another good card. So basically, you know, this kind of helps with the loss for attack points with your Watts. Basically, during your main phase, you can return this card from the field to its owner's hand. During each player's damage step, when a face-up light monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to have that monster gain attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster it is battling until the end phase. So if you have like a Watt Pheasant and someone's attacking you with like a really good monster, you can send this card to the hand and there you go. I recommend 2. This ultra rare one right there. Alright, Zaborg, the Thunder Monarch. This kind of makes up for the attack, so to speak. When this card is tribute summoned, target 1 monster on the field, destroy that target. Great card. I love the Monarchs a lot. I really like, yeah, I really like the Monarchs. I should stop right there because I really like them. So I recommend 2. As you can see, the text on that one is bigger than that one. This one actually came from the Battle Pack. So the newest one. This one, I don't know where that one came from, but it's limited edition. So next we have Watt Giraffe. Alright, 4-star. It's a Thunder, 1200 attack. This card can attack your opponent directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, your opponent can't activate spell or trap effects, or monster card effects until the end phase of this turn. So it's kind of like, what's it called? Something, I forget, but they're similar. Just just scroll back in the video and where I said spell and traps can't activate them, blah blah blah, and then you can compare the 2 and do all that. Because I can't remember the one that I just did a couple minutes ago, but just do that. Watt Giraffe, good card. I recommend 1. Watt Squirrel, 3-star. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. If this card battles, negate the effects of monster it battled after damage calculation, including in the graveyard. It's an alright card. I recommend just 1. Watt Birix, whatever you call it. This is a 3-star tuner again. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. This time it's random. It's not of their choice. This time it's random. So I think it's like what, Beta, I think is the card. So this is a bit better. Judgment of Thunder. Now we move on to the spell and traps. Alright, activate only when you activate only when you summon a Thunder type monster. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So basically this whole deck is made up of Thunder monsters except for Honest. So there you go. Draining Shield. Negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and gain life points equal to its attack. Good card. And that's the exact opposite. Inflict life points. Instead of you gaining them, their attack gets inflicted back at them for life points. So, Magic Cylinder. Yeah. I didn't say the card, but Magic Cylinder. There you go. Alright, Watt Cannon. Once per turn, when a level 4 or lower Thunder type monster is normal summoned or special summoned to the field, inflicts 600 damage to your opponent. Good card. I mean, you have lots of Watts, so when you summon them, that's 600 damage. So there you go. Alright, here's the card that is with the good combo. Watt Keeper. Select 1 level 4 Watt monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster from the graveyard. Destroy it during the battle phase. Or the end phase, not the battle phase. The end phase. Alright, here's what I'm talking about. Alright, if you activate Watt Keeper, and one of your Watts comes onto the field, you can either use it for tuning, if you got a tuner monster back with Watt Keeper, or if it's just a regular Watt monster, But if this inflicts battle damage, you can remove from play one monster on the field until the end phase. So I would do one of the Watt monsters you just got back with Watt Keeper, and then you enter your end phase, and this cancels out, and you get your Watt monster back, and it's not destroyed. So this is a great combo. I love using it. So I recommend 2 of those. Next, Sakuratsu Armor. You can only activate this card when your opponent declares an attack. Destroy the attacking monster. Good card. Next, Scapegoat. This is used for stalling or tuning. I like to tune Scapegoats, so they're really fun to use. Heavy Storm. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. I actually didn't know this was unbanned until like a couple of days ago. So, great card to have for sure. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field if you're having a tough time because they have continuous spell or trap cards. There you go. Watt Scene. Here are some of the Watt spells. When a Thunder type monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, gain life points equal to the damage inflicted. So this is a good card. If you're down, you can activate this, get a couple life points back. So there's that card. Pot of Duality. You know what this does? Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add one of them to your hand, then shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate one Pot of Duality once per turn. You cannot special summon the monsters during the turn you activate this card. Okay. Swords of Revealing Light, good for stalling. Of course I have this in here. It's an awesome card. It's totally awesome, unless it gets MST'd, then oh well. So, alright, Watt Key. Face-up Watt monsters you control can attack your opponent directly this turn. Great card if you have Watt Better or Watt Beatrix, because if they inflict battle damage, your opponent discards one random card or one random card of their choice. So this is a good card to use with them. Watt Adjustment. This is an equip spell card. Equip only to a level 3 or lower Thunder type monster. It gains 800 attack and its effects are negated. Each time it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, draw 1 card. This is okay except for the effects are negated, because I can see how if you equip this to like Watt Giraffe and it can attack directly, like you could get like a bunch of cards and it'd have 2,000 attack. So I can see why that would like be cheap. So that's why they made it effects negated. So next, Recycling Batteries. Add 2 Thunder type monsters with 1,500 or less attack from your graveyard to your hand. This is a good card. This is used for the battery guys too, as well as Watt monsters. Watt Cube. Here's another equip spell card. Equip only to a Thunder type monster. It gains 100 attack for each Thunder type monster in your graveyard. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard and have one face-up Thunder type monster you control gain 1,000 attack. Not a bad card. It's good if if you're low on attack points and you need something to use and you have a bunch of Watt monsters in your graveyard. There you go. Next we have, second to last, okay, Watt Castle. Here's the field spell of the Watts. Any monster that attacks a Watt monster loses 1,000 attack after damage calculation. So if your opponent attacks a Watt monster, they lose 1,000 attack permanently. Not until the end phase, permanently. So that is a really good card. Like, it's a must in any Watt deck. I always say it's a must, because it is a must in any deck. Alright, last card is Terraforming. This lets you add 1 field spell card from your deck to your hand. This lets you get Watt Castle. So it would be like having 2 Watt Castles, except you could get Watt Castle right away. So that's Terraforming. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, 14 minutes in. Oh man, I sure took my sweet time. Okay, so here are the synchros. Watt Hydra. Alright, the Thunder Synchro effect. It has 1,500 attack, 1,500 defense. Pretty bad for a synchro, but just wait. Hey, just wait. 1 Watt Tuner, 1 or more non-tuner Thunder type monsters. This card can attack your opponent directly. See, it's getting better already. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, choose one card in your deck and remove it from play. Add that card to your hand during your second standby phase, activating its effect. It is like a gold sarcophagus, so even if this thing's destroyed, you still get the card that you remove from play. So it's a great card. It's like a gold sarcophagus. So, alright, I recommend 2. Next we have What Chimera? Alright, okay. Yeah, there we go. What Chimera. This is the main guy of the deck. Okay, he has 1400 attack, 1200 defense, so he has Celtic Guardian stats. 1 Watt Tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner Thunder type monsters. This card can attack your opponent directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's direct attack, place 1 random card from your opponent's hand on top of their deck. Good card. I mean, if you can get it off with an attack, you're good to go. And they'll just be drawing the same cards over and over. But if you can actually get it without them destroying What Chimera. But other card, okay, let's move on first. Other cards I recommend for this deck are Mirage Dragon, so during the battle phase your opponent can't activate any trap cards. This would be good for him, so he can attack directly without getting Sakuratsu armored or Mirror Forged or whatever. So, Mirage Dragon, and if you want another What Chimera, go ahead. I only put 1 in. And Monster Reborn is another card. I would put that in. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this deck. So I've been going for 17 minutes, so you're probably bored. So, but next we get to do the binders. Isn't that fun? So I hope you enjoy this deck recipe of mine, Wattastic, as I like to call it. I've used the deck. It kind of worked for me. So it worked for me for a while. I would face my friend. He would have a Cyber and Dragon Chimera tech over Dragon Fortress Dragon deck and Roid deck thing. So it actually worked pretty decently. So I'm actually kind of surprised with this deck. It's not as bad as you would think. So I would recommend running it. So this has been Iron Knuckle 229 or 94. I'm going to end it. It's been going for too long. Next 2 videos are going to be my binders. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.